Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hey, good morning, everybody. Sunday morning, it's frosty, nasty kind of here. That's a picture down at the river. Not showing much, but it should pop up shortly. Um, am I muted, Mark? David, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. What I'm going to do, David, is I'm going to go down and catch a ship. I'm going to put you in charge here. Okay.
Okay, well, I've got some news to share with people. Anyone in the chat that has a bamboo A1, not an A1 mini, just the A1, do not use them.
I'll be back.
Yeah, they're now bambooms.
Don't get bamboozled.
Yeah, baboom. Evening, everybody. Oh, Jonathan's got rain. Hi, Mark. TJ, get on the panel, TJ. Oh, you can't. You're working. No. Working on a Sunday. Boring.
I'll be back.
All right.
I'm going to mute myself. And I think
Anybody want two tickets to Crazy Town? That's YouTube up here. So for those of you that have the Bam Baboom A1, like me, this is the latest update from Bamboo. Zoom it in a bit. They've put here, we have found less than 0.1 of all A1 printers sold. It's not 0.1. Go on the forum and just see how many people are having them catch fire on them. It's bigger than they're admitting. And it says here the malfunction is caused by fatigue or complex and required extensive testing. No, it doesn't. We load up Bamboo and go to the A1 Mini. You will see that well, you can't see it. There's a cable behind here on the bed. On the A1 Mini, it's got a lot of flex in it. On the A1 itself, it has no flex. Just here, it's too tight, so it's literally yanking against the back of the printer. And the idea was that they're going to print a little plastic thing to go there to protect it, but all it's doing is moving the problem a bit further up. This whole thing needs replacing, this bottom bit. So anyone that's got one, don't use, is their advice. Hey, Gitchy. They go bam ba boom, Mark. That's what they do. A waterproof 3D printer. Handy. From what I've been told, Bamboo are offering a full refund and an £80 voucher if you want to upgrade or downgrade. Or you can have you can keep hold of your current Bamboo A1 and wait it out where they'll give you a $120 voucher towards accessories and stuff, and they'll send you the new part free of charge. But I think I'd be there on the side of caution and sending it back. Kind of, Gitchy. I'm getting there. Slowly. Rio, what are you doing? Anyone fancy joining the panel? Awesome. Paul will be back in about 20 minutes. He's just gone to fly a ship. Laura Corn. At the moment, Mark, now. Just got to keep it clean. Yeah. Put dressing on it and sit it out because it's higher up. It's higher up towards the spine. So yeah, trying to get all that up there. Ouch. Oh no, Laura's here. Not very nice.
Come to keep you company overnight?
Can't hear you. Improvement.
Why can't you?
Your mic's mute low.
Alright, I'm gonna have to turn it up. How about now?
No, I can hear you. I can hear the bird. Because Rio could hear you. Hear himself on your computer. He's got nuts now. I think it's another one.
Riri!
I'm guessing Justin's still in bed.
Justin's always in bed.
Shh.
Say his name too many times, he'll turn up.
Yeah. Shh. Him sleeping. He's got work in a couple of hours.
It's so
Well, they only sent me half the parts. Originally, I've been arguing back and forth with them over returning it and either getting a replacement or a refund. And now they're telling me don't use it at all.
I think there's a link in that update, David, you can use as well.
Mine's with PayPal now. Mine's health and safety with PayPal.
They still might tell you fill in that form on their blog.
Oh, God. After the conures trap the cockatiels in their cage, the cockatiels have done the same.
Hey, Edward.
Got more than you bargained for then, didn't you, Rio? He went down to Star's box and Star was actually in it. She just flung herself up. Hey, Edward.
It's not that much visibility down at the
No. Hopefully, there's enough for Paul to.
I need to if I can get that up.
Mind you, he's flying in familiar surroundings now. Last time when he lost his drone, he flew in unfamiliar surroundings. I think Paul needs to set himself an avatar for when he goes away. Just somebody sat there in his chair. He's still playing American Trucks.
No, I've actually completed it. I found out which one it was I was missing.
Cool.
So it's now completed.
Does that mean now I get my cup of tea?
I'm going to make it in a second.
Been saying that all day.
No, Edward, he's out flying a ship.
What are you thinking at me? You're welcome. Oh my God. It's not one bird, it's another. Pop.
Says it's 13 degrees here, Mark.
It's 18 in this flat.
Let's see
I've
if
got
it-
Star giving me the evils
Yeah,
and Rio and Bluey on the rampage.
when aren't they on the rampage?
In there. Mummy will cut you an apple up shortly. You're welcome.
I didn't say anything about cutting an apple up.
Bluey said thank you.
Bluey can go and cut his own apple up.
There'd be nothing left of the kitchen. Oh, what a lovely winter scene on Paul's screen.
I don't even know what's going on with the streamline camera because it's not actually pointing at the
Yeah, I know. And for those that don't know, next weekend, Britain is bracing itself for a beast from the east, as they call them. The lowest temperature between now and Friday is 9 degrees. Next Saturday drops down to -4. Mark R. White is expecting a snow, what they call a snow bomb. It's going to hit their Pennines and Manchester and stuff.
I just won an entry into a prize draw.
For what?
Buzz.
Yay. Where's all the Americans at? Come on, get on the panel.
Justin, wakey wakey.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a warm spell. When I say warm spell, I mean 10 to 14 degrees this week. It's been up and down. No. I just had a visit from Nibbles.
He's looking for me, not you.
Actually, he wasn't. He was trying to get my tab. So, anyone else got any news?
I'm going to walk away from the computer in a minute.
I'm walking away. Let's see if we can get some drone news up. What's the latest?
Oh, Edward. You just read what Edward just put.
What's that?
Somewhere in Port Horan, there's a barricaded gunman.
Oh, for God's sake, what's Paul up to now?
He's just gone out to fly a shit.
You can just see Paul hovering around it, can't you? No, there's been no new update since the 30th of September for UK drones.
Oh, they've been given the all clear. That was half an hour ago. It was on the intersection of 12th and Chestnut Streets. Yeah, Edward, what I've just read, it was on the 12th and Chestnut, and it's all clear now.
Well, wasn't that about time Paul went out?
About half an hour ago.
See Paul going out there and going, I'll fucking sort this out. Get out of my way. I've got a ship.
And I can't see the car park. Go on Stream Time Live.
I wouldn't even bother. They're showing trees.
No, not. It's scanning. I've got it up now.
On Paul's, it's... Oh, there you go. It's because you can't see anything.
So I know where Paul parks.
Would it be there?
And they're not scanning all the way the other way.
Too cold, go the other way.
It can go the other way.
I said it's too cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go. Now scroll the other way. Thank you.
Rio, what are you doing?
Paul's just at his car. He zoomed into him.
No, Paul's car is the white one.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of zoomed in as he was looked like he was getting on his chair or packing his chair up. It looks like you got close up visibility, but not far away.
Well, this is the ship Paul wants to fly, so it's us coming through. So,
Yep.
by the way, I'm watching it on Paul, so you might see it a bit ahead of me.
It's going underneath the bridge just now.
Right, that's high out of the water.
So we should be able to see the drone.
Send me a link.
I've put it in the YouTube chat. No, it's a bird. Oh no, it's not, it's a drone. I saw it flashing after. He's just gone round the back of it.
It needs a lick of paint. Anybody see his drone?
I've already seen it once. As long as I don't see. Can you see Paul sat on the chair?
Yeah. No, that's a birdie. You can tell it's flapping its wings, Laura.
No, that was it was
Look.
David. It was a little while ago when I saw the drone. I saw the flashing lights on it. Birds don't flash.
I was whining. Oh. The amount of seagulls out there, I'm surprised he doesn't have more seagull strikes than anything else.
Trying to work out where it'd be unless he's already brought his drone in.
Yeah, normally by now it's up. That's quite a fair way up steam. It's going pretty quick.
Have you read the chat on the stream live?
No.
Paul is a skilled flying in this fog.
What is that on Stream Live
Yeah,
or on Paul's?
in stream live. So they all know him in there.
What's he doing? Looks very heavy at the back and very light at the front.
Yeah, I think Paul would finish flying now.
It's a lot clearer upstream than it is out the other way. There he is. Do, 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 do. Did you see him going down?
No.
Let me see if I can go backwards a bit. Then you can clip it.
Oh, I see it. So you should have landed now.
Yeah.
You could show Paul that bit. Don't pull your drone.
Weren't long after this seagull went round the side.
Hey, Andrew.
Afternoon, Andrew. Well, so that was it then.
Yeah, he should be on his way back.
There he is. We'll leave that there for a minute.
Oh, you're gonna pause it, show him the
Yeah.
his drone coming past. Right, I'm gonna mute myself on that because I'm going to the kitchen.
Ooh, I might get me a cup of tea. I was promised 5 hours ago.
Or not.
Yeah, probably not. Hey, Vincent. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong. Oops. Talk to people in StreamYard. Duh. Fog does make for good pictures. Very quiet on this Sunday afternoon, morning for you guys. Yeah, Paul should be just about packed up and ready to return. If anybody wants to join the panel, it's the link's at the top still. Don't want to make anyone jealous, but it's sunshine in here. Laura, the lady that was killed by the dogs.
What?
The lady that was killed by dogs, it was XL bullies.
That's rumours.
It's not, it's on you muppet. BBC.
what BBC said? The police have already said it's all rumours. You want an apple?
No thanks.
Talking to the birds, something. Ruby, you want an apple?
And
You would have hit him or something.
hey, Max, how you doing, mate? Paul is on his way back from flying the ship out there. Well, I've got 26 rolls of filament and no 3D printer. Oh, the joys. I'm opposite to Tim. Morning, Corey. Here he is.
This getting old sucks, David.
We actually saw your drone.
Did ya?
Yeah, on Stream Live.
Ah,
I've paused it so you can see it.
oh, okay. I forgot to take my cell phone with me. I didn't
Oops.
take which allows me to track the ships. So I had to accost another fellow that was sitting there and have him track the ship for me.
Yeah, it was moving a bit.
And I didn't get into the air until afterwards. So
Yeah, you got your footage though, yeah.
yes, he did.
That's all that matters.
But as you can see, it is really, really, really foggy down there.
Just a little.
And what I'm amazed at, look at them guys out there fishing already in fishing boats in the fog. That's amazing. So how's Laura doing?
She's making me a cup of tea.
I see Gitchy joined you.
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Yeah, Mark White, Andrew, Edward, Max Air, Corey Mano. All right.
Yeah. So here you go, Paul. Here's your
Oh, there's my drone.
yeah, and we watch it come all the way down. And it's gone.
Well, what it did that angle, because of what it is and how high that camera is, that just shows my drone coming back to land.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't mean I lost it. So let me pull it up.
But nobody shared it obviously. My meet takes 15 minutes to go.
Hey,
Yeah.
Laura, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah, at one point, Paul, I forgot that I was on the Stream Time Live's YouTube, so I started talking to them in their chat, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Me just came in the door, so I got to shut the door behind her.
Yeah.
Because it's only 28 degrees here. So I leave the door cracked a little bit so Mia can just come in, but she doesn't. I haven't trained her how to shut the door behind her. It's like having kids. So you've had some company on here, haven't you?
Yeah, Laura joined me, and there's a few in the chat.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm sorry to have to leave it to you, but
That's all right.
this time of year, that's probably the only ship I'm going to see for days.
Exactly. You get it where you can. Yeah, apparently there was an armed siege near you, weren't there? Near Port Huron.
There was a what?
What, Laura?
12.
12th and Chestnut. Apparently there was an armed siege.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, was it Jonathan that told us, or Edward?
Edward.
Edward told us, and then Laura checked it out.
I googled it.
Got the all clear now. Just after you left, he got the all clear. I was like, yeah, maybe Paul was like, get out the way, there's a ship. Hey, mad props.
Okay, I'm going to screen share and show you what I shot. Can you see that, David?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start it. There's no music or anything with it because it's unedited. This is all unedited video.
Definitely foggy out there.
As you can see, you can just barely see Canada. When I first got down there, you couldn't hardly see the other shores.
Yeah, that boat needs a good lick of paint.
Yes, they do. Because what happens is they get all scraped up because they're self-unloaders. So they pull into places where most regular ships would have a nice little clean dock.
Yeah.
So they get scraped up. Well, here I'll show you a little glitch. I'll stop it when the glitch is. just right about now, you'll see the glitch. What happened is I've had my fingers in gloves and I was trying to go around the front of the ship, and all of a sudden, see there,
Yeah, you turn off a little bit.
yeah.
What for? Yeah.
I'll do anything.
What the hell is that you've got? Back in a minute, Paul.
Okay.
I think Laura's about to make a mess of the place.
No, not Laura. Night train. Yeah, flying in the clouds. Yeah, this, the fog. There's a dense fog down on the water. As you can see here, you can't hardly see anything. Just barely you can make out Canada over there. And
All safe.
shoreline, but not much.
Yeah, you don't get to see much out here. Did you see that, Paul?
What's that?
Madprop said you should fly up to the power lines and record the height and set your height, your limit to just below for safety reasons. Hey, Uncle Bill.
I
morning.
switched the fog off, so that's just a picture of down by the bridge, and that's me standing right there.
Yeah.
So we pull a couple of times, didn't we? On
Yeah, you got caught. You got picked up a couple of times.
Good morning, Uncle Bill.
He doesn't want to make out with Canada.
Has Night Train got a bamboo?
Yeah, Night Train. Do you have a bamboo A1?
Yeah, you're right, Mark. I got the same thing.
I'll post the link in the chat.
Mark's got the same thing. They leave the door open just a little bit so Precious can come in, but
Yeah.
they haven't been able to teach her to close the door.
Maybe you should get an automatic door, Paul.
Well,
You know, like you have on the shop front on the shop doors.
there's some people have automatic doors that go into a storm door, but I don't have a storm door on there. It's just a door. And,
Okay, Night Train.
and it's glass from about a foot off the ground up to the top of the door. So I can't cut a hole in it to put that automatic, because what they have is you put something on their collar, and when they come to the door, the thing goes up, and they come inside, it goes back down again.
Yeah. Yeah, Night Train. The A1's been recalled. They made a boo-boo.
So how are you making out with them? Are they taking good care of you or no?
Now, they're arseholes. I just want my money back. I won't deal with bamboo again.
Yeah, you want to get one like Joe's got, right?
Yeah. It's a shame. They've got great printers, but seriously bad customer service.
Where's their customer service out of? It's not in the States, is it?
No, probably China, because they emailed me at 7:20 in the morning.
Okay.
But the annoying bit is they know they made a mistake. Yeah, simple. Replace the parts.
Yep.
And now they're saying, oh, don't use the printer. It could blow up. Well, give him my money back.
Is that what they said? It could blow up?
Well, it won't blow up.
They've been catching fire.
Catching fire. Oh my God.
Yeah. You see, that what they've done, they've designed a little plastic thing that you clip onto the back to give the cable a bit more stability. But all it does is it moves the problem further back away from the printer.
Okay.
Yeah. The problem actually is on the A1 Mini, it's got a longer cable that allows the bed to go back and forth, And on the A1, it literally it gets to its limit when it gets to the front. So as it's going front, you're really tugging on the cable, and then when it flexes it back and just causes a lot more stress on the cable. So
Okay.
really, it needs a new cable. The unfortunate thing is, it's a sealed unit. And that's a lesson for everyone making for 3D printers. And I knew that, you know, if a cable was to go faulty, you could just buy a new cable. Bamboo, they've got to send the whole freaking lot back.
Yeah, Uncle Bill, you're ahead of the game. I've been trying to figure it out how to set my garage. It's a solid thermopane door, you know, with the glass all the way up, and inside you got where you can slide the little things, and so you close it off or open it up, and so it doesn't lend itself well to modifying the door so that she can come in and out.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you, Max. Bamboo sucks.
But all I got to do is get up. It's only like 25 feet away. I got to get up and just walk over there and close the door and come back. She comes in and stands and looks at me, you know.
See, Paul, if you had a 3D printer, you could build a massive thing that you could just hold and open the door and close it again. Maybe a broom handle with a hook on it.
Hey, yep, Mark White.
Anybody want to join the panel?
Yep, we're here.
No, me's talking to you.
Well, bugger off then, woman.
So what's new in your world there, Laura? Anything?
No,
You didn't hear from the insurance company for running Tim over?
no.
That video went down like a lead balloon.
It's had more thumbs down than it has anything.
Really?
Yeah, because people really thought she'd actually ran over Tim. It's a game. And not only that, she actually asked Tim's permission to put it up. And Tim wants it up because actually it shows you don't concentrate, you could kill a worker unintentionally.
Well, the thing of it is what I don't, maybe you guys know this, but somebody once, I think, said that whether you get a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you're getting a comment. So it's good for your channel.
It's a view.
Yes.
By time, because it's a YouTube short, by the time they've messed around and clicked the thumbs down, you've had your view.
Yeah.
That's why when Laura gets troll comments, she just goes, "Thanks for the view."
Yep, that's right, Mark. Well, it is what it is, you know. There's not a lot you can do for an automatic pet door unless you cut a hole in the wall and put it somewhere else. But yeah.
There was a video a while ago. A guy had installed one of these automatic doors, and the dog just looked at him. He's just looking at the door, going, "No." He kept climbing in and out of it. He's going, "Look, in, out, in, out." The dog was like, "Nope." He opens the door and the dog goes out.
Wow.
No Tims or traffic cones were hurt in the making of that video. But let it serve a lesson. You don't concentrate, you can take out a worker.
So don't read your chat when you're supposed to be driving.
Texting, driving, drinking, driving, any sort of thing. I don't know about over where you are, Paul, but now they're clamping down on people eating food and driving.
Really?
Yeah, because You're supposed to have both hands on the wheel at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I mean, you know, you got to take it off to change gears, but
So they frown pretty heavy on that, huh?
yeah, anything any sort of distracting, playing with the radio while the car's moving, they don't like it. And
That's
so
why most things have moved to the steering wheel to operate.
Well, the thing of it is that should mean that you can't even suck on a pop or anything, right?
nope. If you need a drink, you need a lollipop. pull
JD,
over.
I've already put that link in the chat.
Hey JD, yeah, we've
We've been discussing that recall.
bam ba boom.
So did they issue a formal recall on that printer, Dave?
That-
Yeah, they have recalled it. It's on that link.
Basically, I was doing a bit of research on it last night, and there were lots of people saying my printer's caught fire, and you know, and people saying why are Bamboo not recalling it and stuff. They were very slow.
Not on top of it, huh?
Yeah. And unfortunately, it means my printer, because mine's in a dispute with PayPal, it's not a recall.
Okay.
I'll be getting my refund either way.
Well, besides that, you had it for less than what? Less than a week when you had a problem.
I got it. I had the problem on the same day, and that was the day they originally announced the problem with the cable.
'28th, they announced the problem with the cable.
Initially on the 26th or 25th, sorry. But you have to give them credit for the fact that they're actually offering a full refund and a
vouchers.
voucher, and giving you several options. So it's not all bad. You just need to communicate better.
So they're giving you options. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
like discounting anything, or just
Yeah, basically the options are you can return it for a full refund and an $80 gift voucher to buy anything on the either
not-
buy an upgrade.
Let me get it up because it's not on everything.
Well, here's what I'm wondering is why would anybody want to get a voucher from that company if they're so bad as what you say they are? You wouldn't want to buy anything else.
No, well, I don't.
You can use the $80 voucher on an A1 Mini, P1 or X1 series printer.
Yeah, so you get a voucher towards that printer, but you still get a full refund on the other printer. So if you went down to the mini version, you're getting quite a sizable sum back. And if the
Option
if
two, if you want to wait for the heat bed to
replacement,
to be sent, they will give you a $120 discount voucher, which you can use on anything on the store.
Wow.
with every company, things go wrong. It's how you put them right that's the problem. You see, look at Captain Joe, his pure anchor mate. Sorry, that was a bit of a nightmare. And look how they put it right.
Yeah, they did a nice job of that, didn't they?
That's a lesson for Bamboo.
Well, I'm gonna pull up another video. We won't spend a lot of time with it, but I went down last night, just as an intro. I went down last night and, or should I say early this morning, like about midnight. And I took the Mini 3 Pro, and it was nighttime because I wanted to see how it did at nighttime.
Yeah.
Not impressed. I should have taken the Autel Nano. But let me pull it up so you guys can see it.
It does puzzle me why some of these newer drones don't seem to be as good as the older drones.
Okay, screen share. Here we go. Screen share. Let me know when you can see it.
Not yet. There we go.
Look at how fuzzy it is. Okay, so now what happens is halfway through this mess, I'm gonna speed it ahead just so you guys can see it. See how fuzzy it is?
Yeah, it is a bit fuzzy, isn't it?
Pixelated, really bad. Now the shore isn't bad.
No, where the lights are.
Yep. Now look at how when I get out here in the dark. Now what happens is I get
Yeah, you got a
around
better you got a better picture of the bridge than you did of the boat.
exactly. Now, here's the interesting part. Because he spotted my drone, he turned all the deck lights on.
Do they often do that?
No. In fact, I went on my marine radio, my handheld radio, and I thanked him for turning the lights on. He says, no problem. Now that's not a bad shot, but as you can see, it's flickering.
Yeah.
But what since he just turned the deck lights and stuff on, and they're probably warming up.
A lot of them will be LED lights nowadays as well, so they flicker as well.
Well, look at how pixelated it is.
Yeah, it does. It's not a
Well,
very good low light camera.
this gave me an opportunity to go down and see how the Mini 3 does in the dark. Now, if I was doing just regular photography, still shots, probably would be passable. But since it's a moving target, it isn't anywhere near the quality that I get with the Autel Nano Plus.
It might be a good day camera.
Oh, the drone flies fine and everything is fine. It's just that it's not. I had to learn the lesson about nighttime. It's not good at night.
Yeah.
So that's
That would be good to try out new drones, though.
Well, yeah, and I still am really tickled to death that he sent that to me. I think it's just great that he would think of me that way and appreciative.
Yeah. Well, he's a good guy, is Russell.
Yep, Russell is a wonderful person. The now the ship that I flew today, this morning in the fog, was the Air 2S. I didn't want to take the Mini 3 down there, Mini 3 Pro down there, because I'm just not that used to it. In the Air 2S, I'm used to flying.
Yeah.
It's funny how you get set in your ways and you're used to certain things.
We do.
Well, how many we got? 26 people watching right now. The
I can't believe how tired I am. I've slept nearly all week. I'm still tired.
well, yeah, it's yeah, Mark, what I did was I think I had it at 0.03. Which is what I usually fly down there, even day or night. But it's just the pixelation and everything. It's just not acceptable. Hey, Curtis. Good morning.
Morning, Curtis.
The let me pull up marine traffic. Okay, screen share. Can you see that, David?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the ship that I just did the Algoma Intrepid downbound. Says it's going to Sarnia. I don't know what it's doing, but as you can see, let's take a look at the Great Lakes. You don't see too many ships out there.
No.
There's the Algoma Niagara. It's headed for Milwaukee right here. Probably for layup, I would imagine. And up in Lake Superior, nothing.
It's Lake Superior, the one we close, isn't it?
Yep, that's this one. And the locks are here that are closed.
Yeah. And when did they reopen? February 15th or something?
No, March the 15th.
2 months.
Yep.
Is that longer than normal?
No, that's normal maintenance. Right there that's just, see where it said to St. Clair right there?
Yeah.
That's the Pride. That's a tug assist right there. But the other set of locks are out here. Because there's Niagara Falls. They can't go over that. So what they did is they dug this trench right here. They come in here, and then there's several locks. Here's a lock. Here's a lock. Here's a lock.
The big one.
Yeah. So they go through the locks in order to transverse this whole situation. And then the Algoma conveyor and the Henry Jackman, they're just tied up probably for the next 2 months or month and a half, whatever. And I don't believe, now I could be wrong, I don't think there's any locks up here. Not that I can recall.
No, but it looks fun to navigate.
See, that goes out into the ocean. But I don't remember any locks. I think it's just river. There's the ocean. But see, you got a little bit of traffic down here. Because there's Montreal.
Yeah, it's quite a bit out there.
And then out here, there's all kinds
They're
of
everywhere.
Yep. Hey, Joe Fotolo. How's it going?
There you go.
The yeah, so that's one of the reasons I went down to get that, and I appreciated David you covering for me.
It's all right. Don't mind.
Because you know it's like we've said before, get them while the getting's good, because it's going to be a drought.
Quite a few months.
Yep. So what do you plan for today, David? Anything you and Laura doing anything special?
No, I've been told I have to relax.
I've got a live.
Who told you that?
The doctors. Don't worry, it wasn't Laura.
Laura didn't. No, Laura made you go shopping already. Yeah.
Don't blame me for that. I told him to stay home.
Oh, you did?
I told him to write me a list and I'll go and get it.
That's not what he said.
That's not what I remember either. I said I need to go and get some medical supplies and some snacks in, and she said, "Let's go."
No, I didn't.
Laura, isn't it interesting how your memory and his memory just don't quite jibe, you know? But I would imagine that happens more often than not.
That happens all the time. She was walking down the street, right? We're just walking, nice and calm, and she'll go, "And I said he shouldn't do that." I'm like, "What? Who? Why?" She goes, "You never listen." She started the conversation in her head and then expects me to be able to hear it and continue.
No, it's because you switch yourself off when I'm talking.
Most people do that when you're talking.
Hey, Joe, sorry about the mispronunciation of your last name. It's Fratello.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Bill.
Hey,
Hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, mate?
what's up? How you feeling?
Yeah, getting there.
All right.
Just taking a little longer than I expected.
One day at a time. No rush, right? Where you going? Just get better. I'm going to my dad's.
Oh, are you? Hey, did he ever sell any of those motorcycles?
No, I have one in my yard over here, and there's still one up there. I haven't advertised. I'm not happy with them. They run fine, but they take way too long to warm up to where you want to ride them. So I'm gonna take those carbs back out. I decided I'm gonna replace the needle valves, and I'm gonna buy. There's a kit for 100. It's only $100. It's a stage one, kit for the carbs for those bikes. It's Dyno. You know Dyno? You've heard of Dyno.
Yep.
People put their
Yep.
Well, they produced it and they tuned it and they blah blah blah, and they're the experts, and they got step by steps, to pull out the old ones, put in the new ones, how many turns to bring out the mixer needle, and then boom, you got stage ones, and I'm sure that'll just clear everything up. Plus, it's an upgrade. The bike will have nicer low end torque, and not only will it warm up immediately, because as soon as it gets warm, it'll run properly. Because that's the thing with carbureted bikes and manual chokes. It could be a pain in the ass. I mean, God bless fuel injection, man. What a piece of cake on my bike. You just start it up, boop, go. But anyway, so I'm going to do that before I sell it to somebody. And right now, I'm backing up using my backup camera.
Oh, the new one you installed?
Yeah, that I spent 7 hours streaming. Well, I kept allowing myself to be.
That's Uncle Bill. You probably did about like me and my prop issue, replacing my props. That went on for hours.
Yeah, well, I could really replace props.
Well, on the Mini 3, Bill, those little friggin' screws are about the size of needles.
Yeah,
The spectacle screws.
My great big sausage fingers just doesn't work well grabbing those little. But I got it done.
Okay, all right. I don't.
Because Laura saved the day, as she always does. She told me to use tweezers.
She must be selling that Mini too. If anybody's interested, I don't know.
I thought you were going to say she told you to pack it in and get someone else to do it.
She told me to use tweezers to grab them, and it works well.
Tweezers? Wow.
Yeah.
Your eyes are better than mine is. I gotta feel that little screw. I like to feel that little screw.
I'm going to let you into another little tip. If you get a speaker magnet and leave your tweezers on the end of the speaker magnet for about an hour, it'll magnetize the tweezers so you can use them.
Absolutely.
You can't lose the screw then.
My tweezers are magnetized, and that was another issue because when you go to grab it, it starts flipping around on the tip, but it still stay there, but it flip around so that the head was going this way and the shaft was going that way and up and down,
That's because once you get the screw to where you want it, you just drop it, you let it go and let the screw do the work.
Well, what I ended up having to do was use the tweezers to get it in place, and then use that little dinky screwdriver that they give us with it, push it down. I just
thought I'd tell you. Well, I have a magnetic screwdriver, so that's I have little dinky magnetic screwdrivers. However,
just so you're aware, Bill, you might get.
I have a little tool that you take and you rub your screwdriver on, and it's all it is a magnet, and you can give it a light magnet.
Bill,
magnification.
I know you're proud of your reverse camera, but you might get.
I just used it 3 times because I couldn't remember if I shut the garage door. So
I was going to say you'd get a lot further if you actually went forward.
I was going to announce, hey, look, it just worked 3 times in a row because I went to the next block over and turned around on my neighbor's driveway and went back to make sure I locked the garage door, and it's locked. I did remember. It's amazing what I forget that I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But right. A little magnetic screwdriver is good. And even that little DJI piece of crap when they give you can get a little magnet on. You can get a little magnetation on that if you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can. Or actually those are so light those screws, a little spit will work.
Hi, Hot Rod.
You know.
Hi, Hot Rod.
Is
Yeah,
that
I get a
who
little-
flashed up?
Yeah, he
Got a
just
little-
jumped in and disappeared.
You get a little spit in that head, spit on the head. You know what I mean? And then that'll even make it stick, you know, or wax or something. You know. Mung. Oh,
Is he
so
coming back?
I would have come in sooner, but I was in the restroom. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to
Afternoon or morning, Rod?
stop on the way
Hello.
there.
Hope you took your umbrella, Al. It's about to start
Oh.
raining down your way.
My umbrella?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dry inside the truck.
Yeah, but he's giving you an excuse to go back and test the reverse camera again.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got an umbrella under that seat right there. So no, I got
I
it.
had to
I'm
pick some peanuts.
one of those guys. I got too much crap in my vehicle. Like I'm gonna rebuild an engine. Got tools. Got all kinds of stuff. Carpentry tools, just in case I drive by a doghouse that needs to be put back together. You never know.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That line of rain looks worse in South Florida than it does in North.
Yeah. Well, it's
Is that
cloudy.
you beeping?
It's not raining yet.
No, I think it's
Yeah,
the,
it'll be your place in less than an hour and probably hour and a half for me up here in the North.
Well, I won't be here. I'll be on my way there. I'm going to St. Cloud right now. Actually,
Mm.
so I might miss it altogether.
No. This band of rain runs from south of Miami to Memphis, Tennessee.
But it's south of Miami.
It's a big long band.
I'm north of
Yeah.
Miami. I pointed like I was pointing towards Miami. It's south of Miami. Is that Kenny?
Actually,
Hi,
it's almost a Cuba.
What's going on?
What's
Hey,
up, man?
man.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I saw Rod and Uncle Bill and them in here. I figured I'd jump in real quick while I was driving. Say
I
hi.
see you got your
Ye-
pupper dog there with you.
Yeah, that's my faithful companion. Say hi, Lacey. She watches
Hey,
everywhere.
Lacey.
She rides with me everywhere I go.
And
I have more
she'll
than-
beat him in his front door.
She likes to race. We'll do on your market set go. I even take about
Yeah.
a 20-foot lead and she still beats me.
Yeah, I'm not like that with my dogs. You want to race? Okay, you win. Winner. Okay, don't gloat too much. I'm the one that feeds you.
Yeah, I was gonna try to go fly before this rain came through, but there's a leading edge band that just came through the Daytona area that's raining at the moment. And well, I'm not sure I could get down 95 at the moment.
With all the drones you have,
I
you should have
think
a- you should have a spot-
I think half the ambulance services in Florida just showed up on I-95. I don't know whether it's the southbound or northbound lane close to me. It's raining, so I can't turn the drone up and go take a peek to see which side is messed up.
I'm going to pick up Jeff right now.
Go. Oh yeah, that's right. He's gonna help you work on that, right?
Yeah, he's coming back to my house. So I set everything up so he can help me build this thing today.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess I can't get him to put my GPS on.
Come on, drive up.
It's okay. I'll have Maddie do it since
gonna be
Maddie already
raining
did.
all
Since
day.
Maddie already did it on
Yeah.
his Nazgul. So
That's right. He doesn't like GPS stuff anyways.
I just want to see the speed. More than anything, I went to speed. The safety stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing with Joe this morning, right? If he'd actually had the GPS on and configured, it would have gone into well, not fail sales, but anyways. It would have gone
Hey,
return to
Ken.
home.
Ken, we got to ask you a question. Do you have a
Yes.
reversing camera like Bill?
Oh, this kind of camera like this?
No, he's
No,
talking about
no,
the camera on the back of your vehicle.
I'm sure he
Oh,
does.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the federal law.
I've got
it's
a,
like 18, I think,
I've got
right?
a dash cam right here,
Yeah.
and then I have a camera in the back. You see the red light in the back right there?
Oh, yeah.
So I've got one in the front
Yeah,
and
but
back.
but you've got a backup camera built into your vehicle too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, I
But
did.
I've got my dash cams on here for travel.
Just remember, Ken's part-time job is working for the NSA. He's a part-time
Yeah,
spy.
right.
Well,
Okay.
and also Uncle Bill would be more than happy to assist anybody in the in the Florida area if you want to install a backup camera. He is the man.
Well, there may be a fee for that there, Haas. I mean,
Yeah, and he charges by the hour.
clearly.
Will you
I,
test them with a bowling ball to make sure that they survive the bowling ball?
No.
Hmm.
No.
Gotta pay extra
Nope.
for that?
Yes,
Okay.
quite a bit. It's no, like I said, I think backup cameras became federal on what, 2019, 2018. This is 16. It was an option.
Laura
Didn't have
Oven.
it.
Laura,
So I
what?
put her in.
The oven. She's cooking a Sunday roast.
Oh, she's roasting herself. Okay.
What?
You know, there's one thing that I wish they would mandate from a safety equipment. And as far as I know, it was only Cadillac that had it. But at one point, Cadillac had, I guess, sort of a LiDAR kind of thing. So that when you were driving in the fog, it did the heads up on the windshield. So that
Oh,
you could
really?
so that you could actually see through the fog. It must have been using LiDAR. I'm surprised as many times as we've had these massive pileups with fog and snow and all that kind of stuff. I'm surprised that they haven't sort of mandated something like that, so that the drivers can see in those low light conditions like that.
325.9. Should I get gas here or get it up in St. Cloud?
It's 317 down up here.
All right,
Yeah,
so it might
it's
be a
like-
little less up north. Let's see.
It's
We'll find out.
it's like 319 in the Daytona area, give or take.
See what the Orlando area looks like.
It's 289 here in Michigan.
Wow.
It's bloody expensive over here.
Well, where are you going? I mean, I can get a Sam's Club membership and pay $295.9. That's what it was the other day.
There you go.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, I think it might be worth it just for the gas. The yearly fee,
Right.
And it's right down the street from my house too, so it's kind of dumb that I don't have one.
Yeah, because a Sam's Club membership isn't all that expensive if you're going to regularly get gas there and save that kind of money.
It's only like $35 a year for the basic membership, I think.
It's
like
still
that.
that price. It was that price a long time ago when I had it.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I used to have
because of the hot dog.
I used to have one
5 minutes.
5.
years ago. In fact, I had their credit card, as a matter of fact. And my credit went to shit because my divorce. And even though I was never late on that card, they closed it out on me. And I was never late on that card. I was a good customer on that card. Hey, yeah, well, we do a review on your credit score. But must have been really freaking bad for Sam's Club to take the credit card away. This is many, many years ago. So I told myself I'll never shop with these motherfuckers again. Piss me off, But I don't know. They got some good deals, and it's right down. It's literally you
Well,
get the US one, and it's right there. So
for you, Bill, it'd be handy.
yeah,
You don't have Costco?
not yet. They're building one in Stewart.
I like
They
were
Costco.
fighting,
I've
and
had
idiots were
Sam's and
fighting.
Costco.
Got the lights on.
The idiots were
Yeah, the
fighting.
Daytona one's about to open soon.
Yeah.
Costco's got a $1.50 hot dog that's like 10 or 9 inches long, They got $1.50 slices of pizza, and the owner of Costco will not raise the prices, even though it costs them more money to buy the food. They take the loss on every hot dog and slice of pizza they sell. So, and their
Well,
gas
that's a
is
law.
good. They got a liquor
That's called
store.
that's called the loss leader. They know they're going to get your hungry ass in there, and you're going to buy something else once you get there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's
You know,
a
you'll
good
make
place.
money.
I like Costco.
Even if it's just a soft drink, they'll make money. They'll still make money because soft drink costs next to nothing. You know, and you pay a couple of bucks for that. So,
What do you know about hospitality? You don't know shit.
I know you're right.
I think he just called Uncle Bill out then.
I don't usually take the turnpike, but I'm feeling lazy today. And 95 seems a little dangerous lately.
Yeah, the rain's about to get to the turnpike if the radar app is right.
Okay, I'll let you know how accurate it is because I'll actually be on it. I mean, you guys heard about that accident on 95. That was right. That was right at the exit that I take when I take 95, where the trooper was killed and the yeah.
God, that was sad. 26 years old, right?
Oh, you know what? I was reading about it like the day it happened, and they were still investigating, and they hadn't really released. The last thing I heard was he died and the driver of the truck died, and that's all I know. I don't know anything besides that.
A friend of mine, he's a car hauler. He was actually in that traffic and drove past it. He said it was bad.
Oh yeah, I saw pictures. I mean, they did a video. It looked like it was from a drone, and it was just, it was just there was nothing left of the trooper's vehicle. The tractor trailer just obliterated it. And I mean, I've never seen so little of a car left over in an accident. Poor guy. He didn't die right away. They said. I don't think.
Oh, geez.
That's the worst bit.
Right. I'd rather go quickly than suffer.
I'd rather not go.
Well, yeah, but if you don't have a choice.
Yeah, right.
Your
Boy, I
ticket.
log into this and y'all call out Uncle Bill and said he don't know nothing about hospitality, man. God, come on.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Captain Joe?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, mate? Have
Happy
you-
birthday, Captain Joe.
Thank
Yeah.
you much.
Come
Oh,
on,
happy
Paul.
birthday.
Come on, Paul. Give you your rendition of Happy Birthday for Joe, like you
Oh,
did.
no. TV day job.
You have to suffer like I did.
Oh. Yeah, I had all day yesterday. I was at a 1-year-old birthday party. That was fun. But the
How did
best
you-
part of all of it,
Oh,
Well, she
right,
was
Joe.
sitting on
No,
my-
Joe, I've got to ask. How did you manage to convince everybody you was one?
yeah, okay. But she was sitting on my granddaughter was sitting on my knee. And I said, I love you too much. Like that. And she just put her head down on my chest and lay down.
Aw.
And that, like, my daughter started crying when she saw that.
My daughter has a really good relationship with her grandfather, my dad. They've got a special bond.
Someone's getting whacked with that in a minute.
And
But she
Ken,
started throwing a tantrum yesterday with her grandmother. And I was on the other side of the room and I went, Lily. And she turned around, looked at me and said, stop that. And she just sat down. It was like, I said, I'm the only one that talks to her that way.
Yep. Jonathan says, happy birthday, Joe.
The only one that
Thank you,
talks
Jonathan.
And Mark White said the same thing.
I do. Everybody babies her. I tell her, stop it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your wife.
No, I don't talk.
I'm the only one that talks to grandma like that.
No, I don't talk to my wife. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk to her. I don't have to.
and Ken, you're gonna drive me crazier in the sound after what you said yesterday. Now that I can do the split S and get upside down and not be scared, now I'm like you. I want to do the yaw spin.
Yep. What you need to practice is roll and then try to flip forward and come backwards like a Matty flip.
Yeah. kind of anything along that lines is something that I'm definitely interested in doing. Flip and roll, then flip, you know, all sorts of combinations like that. And when I
Rain's
put that
starting to rain
video
here.
together, I noticed there were 2 tall pine trees over there, and I was staring at it going, no, the next time I go up there, that's why I gotta do the split S. Is do the split S and come back down between those 2 pine trees. I looked at it and went,
Yeah.
there's the perfect spot to go do that.
And hey, I cheat on my split S's when I'm over trees like that. I just overcompensate. I don't try to go close to the tree. I go way past it,
Oh,
then
and then
split
come
S,
down.
and then I find my line coming
Yeah.
back at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did lots of them after you left, and well, I had 2 batteries left over when they left, and so I did a bunch more. Just getting comfortable of seeing the thing upside down.
Yep.
Kind of like the rolls. I'm now not afraid of it.
Yeah, there was a few times I went up to try to do a roll, and I don't know what I did, but I got all out of whack. And
Oh
almost
man,
crashed.
that one, it looked great from the ground, and you were like, I don't know what I did. Because I asked you if you
what I
rolled.
did was I lost control.
It was a hell of a move. It was a hell of a move. Looked great in the air.
Thanks.
Hey, Rod, I did a roll the other day too with the Avada. Didn't mean to, but I did.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Whack a tree limb and roll it over?
Like I said, I was looking right at the pole, and I did a Uncle Bill. I didn't know which way to go, and I wound up clipping it.
Oh, yeah.
I looked up at it, clipped it, spun around, hit the ground, spun around, went up in the air. I leveled it off. If I would have been using the motion control, I would have lost it. But I had the sticks.
You know, that's the most dangerous thing in FPV is indecision, right? Looking at something and just not picking a choice, because you inevitably you end up like stopping and thinking about it, and that's when you're gonna hit whatever, because you stop to think instead of react.
And if you're looking at it, you're gonna hit it. What's that, Bill?
Nothing. I was just thinking about the 3 rolls I did yesterday, and there was no indecision at all. I just opened it up and I took that chicken breast, you know, with the Korean barbecue, and I had, and it was no delay whatsoever, no hesitation, and I did those 3 rolls like that.
So you were doing egg rolls, huh?
What?
Yeah, no. These were seeded. They're probably buns, to be honest with you. You know, but the buns and FPV don't go together. You know, unless you're at the beach. Sorry. Please continue with your really cool FPV stuff.
Yeah, just if you want to talk about wrecking something, this is how bad you can get it wrong. Sorry, JD, but you put it up there, so I'm sharing it.
Uh-oh.
Where we going?
Well, I might. Watch. He thinks he's going one way around the tree and then wrecks it on the tree.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt his pain.
So, David, do you do that in that game, that driving game you play?
Well,
Have you ever found yourself doing that?
after they take turns running Tim over.
No, I don't run Tim over. That was Laura.
Laura ran Tim over. Okay.
Yeah.
She didn't seriously run Tim over. She got distracted by the chat and decided the roadworks didn't matter and went straight through the roadworks. So she went, "Oh my God, I've run Tim over." And Tim said she could use it as a short to remind people. Just a simple distraction. And then poor workers, they're gone. So
it's true.
When you see roadworks, concentrate on the road. Save a Tim.
So you're saying I should be streaming and driving at the same time? So,
Yeah,
okay, got it.
both hands on the wheel, but Bill, both hands on the wheel.
Well, I got them. Okay,
You see now over here in the UK now, if you're smoking, eating, anything, if the police see you, they can have you for driving without due care and attention.
Oh, wow. Really sucks over
They
there.
have fun here.
Huh?
They have fun in Louisiana. God darn it.
Hey, how
Shit, y'all got-
how did Mardi Gras go last night with the big storms?
Jonathan, that
Oh,
was his
all I'm
bumper that
telling
flew
you.
off.
It was so bad last night. We had flash flood warnings over here again. New Orleans flooded. The parade started 9:30 in the morning. Rain started at 10 in the morning. So all the parades were getting wet. My son last night, their parade got pushed back to 4. It started raining at 2.
What time are you doing?
He was in the rain
you were
until
live.
he walked in here last night at 10:30.
Burger.
I looked at him and I said,
What's
I'm
the
not
name
even
of
going
it?
to ask. He was like
I cannot
as livid and
find
pissed as he could be.
softball.
A drowned rat, huh?
So what I'm having, just
Well, he was dripping. He said it was
That's
the
the rain
stupidest
that's
thing in
coming
the
through
world.
here today.
6 minutes.
He said it was so stupid. He said because it was raining, people were out there. The bands didn't even come to the parade because of the rain. So it was just the floats. And he said, and they had people out there soaking wet. And he said it was just stupid.
That'd have been miserable. Damn. That sucks too, because Mardi Gras is a lot of fun.
Well, they starting again in a few minutes. In New Orleans, and actually right down the street here, the Chafunka River, where Johnny and I fly, they got the boat
Yeah.
parade today.
That'll be fun. I like boat parades. The Christmas boat parades are fun when they do them down here.
Yeah, this is going to be Mardi Gras. They're all decorated like Mardi Gras, and they'll be floating around, throwing beads and everything from the boats.
From the boats.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going do it.
You could drag
Hey
Johnny
guys,
with
I
you.
gotta go.
I might
I
call
gotta
him.
run.
Catch you later, Ken.
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks for
Ken,
having me
hey,
on,
thanks
y'all.
for popping in.
Yeah, you guys have a great day today.
Yep, you too.
Bye, everybody.
I can.
Ah,
I can't wait till he gets that project done. I actually want to see how this drone turns out. He's taking the guts of a Cine Whoop and putting it on a little 2.5 inch frame to make it an open, sort of a small open prop.
Hey, you know, every time I get in a highway, I realize how much I miss adaptive cruising.
Yeah, my truck has that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I had that in my Santa Fe that I traded in, and boy, it's convenient as hell.
Actually, Joe, have you got to go for a ride in Johnny's truck yet?
I got to see it. I didn't get in it. Yeah, he had it out at the at Manchac the other day at the swamp.
Yeah, he's got same color as me. I have the black one. It's just his is a 24, mine's a 23.
I told him, I said, you got to quit buying stuff before me because I'm waiting on this what you call it to come through, this Marine Corps stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And once it comes through, my car of choice right now was a Santa Fe. I
Joe,
mean, a Santa Cruz.
Gitchy says
Cruz.
hi and asked how you feeling.
Oh, feeling terrible. I still have that chest stuff. Still fighting it.
Those two are on the
Not-
same frame, by the way.
Not as bad, but it's like it's still there.
Taking its time to piss off.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The Santa Cruz is a great drone truck.
Yeah.
With all the little hidden storage stuff all over the place. It's great.
I told him, I said, the only thing you're missing is on that little bed that pull out a bed top. You got to put an H on it.
Yeah. And there is just enough metal in that thing that occasionally the DJI doesn't like It complains about interference. If you move it around a little bit, you can usually find a position that you're okay. But essentially,
That's
you're
like when I'm
correct.
It's like when I'm sitting in the back underneath my Santa Fe with the hatch up.
Mm-hmm.
If I sit next to the car, it gives me interference. If I move out a little bit, it don't. I use it for a sunscreen.
Sure. No, makes a lot of sense. It's probably the only thing I don't get with that truck is the sunscreen.
It came pretty cool, pretty neat.
What's that? The
Little
Santa
truck.
Cruz?
Yeah.
It is. And if you get the limited, which comes with the turbo, holy crap. That thing's got some giddy up and go.
Johnny's he said he's got a twin turbo in his.
Yeah, that's what mine is. It's the same one. It's the limited. It's like 330 plus foot-pounds of torque or something like that. The truck gets moving quick.
Yeah.
Let's just say going on to the on-ramp, you'll be doing 80 by the time you get to the top end of the ramp and going on 95. And not even be thinking about it. You'll be doing 80.
When I worked for WestJet EMS, we had big box turbo units. And we had a whole little gauge in front of us where you had to punch it in. And I was going up an on-ramp one time. We had a call on a kid that was hit by a car. So it seemed like whenever we had something like that, we moved a little faster. So I was going up the ramp, and I was going up the ramp about 60. And there was a car on the ramp that was going to be in my way. And I looked over at him and I waved at him and told him to back up a little bit. And he looked over at me and he flipped me off. And when he flipped me off, I said, "Oh, bullshit." Like this. I reached over and I touched those things and hit that turbo, threw me back in the seat. And when I hit the top of that ramp, I was at 110.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the driver.
I said, "Oh, bullshit." Like this. And it just threw me back. And I looked up and the thing went. The big old box unit.
I guess you didn't need to attach some NOS to it, did you?
No.
You'd have been
It's
doing
all set up.
150.
We had one of those units. I had a AMR unit. We left Charity Hospital and had to get to Our Lady of the Lake Hospital in Baton Rouge, which is about 86 miles. And I left the ramp. It was Mardi Gras Day. We had a woman that had a bleed, and she was bleeding in the lungs. So we were draining the lungs all the way. Couldn't put her on a chopper because of the lungs. So we had to get up there. When I walked, I went screaming off the ramp. I got permission to go code 3 the whole way. When we left the ramp and got to Our Lady of the Lake Hospital, 83 miles away, we got there in 40 minutes.
Wow.
Damn.
You
You were
were cooking.
cruising.
40 minutes, I pulled up that ramp. But that
Jesus.
unit was another great unit to run.
That's like 120.
We were
It's 2
almost
miles.
maxed
It's
out
2 miles a minute. Yeah, that's like 120.
We were flying. Thank God it was all perfect interstate, you know.
Surprised you didn't end up with like a police escort kind of thing.
Well, we've had that before, but I'll tell you what, you don't want police escorting you. I had a police escort one time in WestJet that we had a kid drown, and they would said work him and bring him in. So we're bringing him in, and they started cutting off all the streets for us. And we're coming, and one cop gets right in front of me, and he's slowing down and going all kind of ways. And I'm trying not to touch him because he's like not driving responsible, let's put it that way. And finally he got to the point where he backed up a little bit too much and tapped me. And when he tapped me, and we were only going maybe 50, 60, you know, it was like, I said, okay, that's it, like this. And I called in the control. I said, let them know I'm going up the ramp, because we had a high rise interstate going through there too. And he asked, "Are you going up?" They asked if we were going up the ramp, and I said negative, like that. And when he passed the ramp, I said, "I'm going up the ramp."
One way to
I went
lose
up the
them.
ramp and got away from his ass, and I still beat him to the hospital, you know. And I told him, I said, "I'm going up the ramp," I said, because he's driving erratically, and I don't need to have an accident with him. And he had a fit. "Why'd you leave, man?" I said, "Because you didn't know how to drive." I said, "Stop," you know. All you need to do is just keep going. Let me follow you. Don't slow down.
Yeah, exactly. His entire purpose is so that you could get there faster, not slower.
Yeah, he was slowing me down. And like I said, they had one car that he started messing with one car on the side of him and slowed down, and I wound up tapping him. I said, "You got to be kidding me." Because those big units, it's like a train. Try to stop
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Not gonna stop on a dime.
Mm-mm.
That's how a lot of people who get killed on the big interstates, sort of jerking in front of the big trucks, end up dead. It's like, hello, dudes, that 100,000-pound truck just ain't gonna stop
Yeah.
when you dodge 2 feet in front of his bumper.
Yep. So yesterday was a beautiful day with the family and everything like this. I get home last night and I'm sitting here. My brother calls me about 10 o'clock. And usually he calls me to tell me happy birthday and everything. He calls me and he starts talking to me. He says, "How you feeling?" I told him, "Yeah, I've been sick and all of this." He says, "Hey, your birthday's tomorrow, right?" I said, "Yeah." This is how my brother is. "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, your birthday's tomorrow." He says, "Oh, yeah, happy birthday." He said, "But I got some news." He said, "They found Tracy dead." But that's how he goes through everything. Then he just, out of the blue, "Oh, they found
Hmm.
Tracy dead this morning." That was his first wife. It was like, God, was that like from 0 to 60 to 0, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they found her. She was living at a campground that they have like about 20 miles from here, and they don't know how long she had been dead. They just found her. But she's been having a lot of issues with her dad died not long ago, and she's in her 50s, and I think she had relapsed back into drugs again. So it's probably something to do drug related. It's sad,
It is.
but all his kids, that's the mom. His 3 kids, that's the mom. And his youngest son, that's older than my daughter, okay, is it's just turned 29. Just listen to this, Rod. Listen to this. He signed a month ago. He signed up for the army. They signed him up a month ago. I didn't think he could do it at 29, but he signed for 7 years. He's at Fort Benning right now, and they're sending him home for 21 days and bringing him back.
Yeah, when I went through basic 1985, we had one guy that was 32 way back then.
Yeah.
No.
I think at the moment they're just calling anyone, aren't they? I think we're going through a big war.
But that's the sad part, is that he's been a month in training, and now he's gonna have to come here and go back and start over. I told Kirk, I said, just make sure he goes back.
Yeah, you would go AWOL.
Make sure he goes back. But he likes it. He's supposed to. His brother
Hey,
was
Tim.
in,
Good morning.
so he
Good
liked the
morning,
theory
Tim.
of it, and he wanted to be in, and he always wanted to do it, but finally broke down and said he didn't like what was on the outside. Let me go try the inside. You know? Which was probably the best thing for him. He should have did it 10 years ago.
Makes him grow up.
But that's going to be next week's going to be kind of fun.
So why'd they send him back?
Well, they sent him on emergency leave for the funeral.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
I'm surprised, like 21 days, they don't even have a funeral set. They're doing an autopsy today. So it's like they don't even have a funeral date set. Oh, hold on.
Hmm.
My daughter.
Hit any rain yet, Bill?
No, not really. I mean, just now I just started getting little specks on my windshield. That's about it. Even this, I think I'm gonna drive out of. You know, I was hoping for some real rain. The truck's dirty.
Yeah, it looks like it's really close to the turnpike.
Well, I'm pretty close to the turnpike. It's right there. But no, I mean it's overcast. It's still light, and like I said, little specks on my dash, on my glass.
Mm-hmm.
I got good tires. It looks gray up ahead, so we'll see. I am at mile marker 173 and a half. That tells you anything. To get off at 242.
That's one thing I wish they had in this app was a distance measure thing.
What now?
Like a distance measure thing, like on Google Maps, just on this My Radar app.
You can do distance on Google Map on a PC.
Yeah.
Right?
I know on Google Map. I'm saying on this app, which is My Radar app that I use
Oh,
for watching. They don't have any distance tool. The band only looks 50 miles wide, 50, 75 miles wide. So once it starts raining, it's only going to be, you know, an hour or two and it'll be gone.
I might skirt it. You know, skirt whatever band that is.
No, it's a solid line from Miami
Yeah, but
all the way up.
it's crossing over the turnpike right now.
Yeah, it's coming to the turnpike, yeah.
Okay.
It's a west to east, the entire length of the Florida. No gaps. Literally no gaps yet.
Yeah, she was calling to wish me a happy birthday.
Although it does look like it's starting to get lighter over Orlando, like it's going to try to
Well, at least she
split.
didn't forget you, right?
Well, no, she don't forget. They don't forget.
There's no excuse for
Wow.
forgetting anymore now. Facebook reminds you.
Yeah, my Marine Corps son, he did it first thing when he woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. He came across my phone. Happy birthday. I should be getting calls from my sisters in the next couple of hours.
How many sisters do you have?
I got two.
Two sisters.
One that
Older?
lives in Vegas, older. I've got
So
one
you're-
that's 9 years older and one that's 8 years older.
So you're the baby.
No, I got a brother my brother's 8 years younger.
Oh,
And then I would have had a sister 9 years younger, but she was born with some congenital heart issues, and she died at 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was tough. I was 9 years old, and I remember that well.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, she went through heart surgery at Touro Hospital here in New Orleans, and they had her in intensive care. They said that she had about 4 more surgeries to do during her life to fix it. And my dad had gone up there to visit. And as he walked in, there was no nurses there. And she had died in the ICU. And there was no nurses there to monitor. And my dad, being the person he is, he looked at my mom. My mom wanted to sue the hospital and everything. And he says, no. She would have had to go through a lot more in her life that may not have worked. This may be the best thing. Let it go.
Well, it's never hard to lose somebody, but it's even harder to lose somebody you have a special attachment to, like family.
It depends on the family.
Yeah, you got a point there. That I was gonna say that too. Depends on who it is in the family. Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple of them good riddance.
Oh well. You guys have a good day. I'm gonna go fly in the
Okay,
simulator
Rod.
for a little fly in the
See you,
sim
Rod.
for a while.
Go fly.
I'm gonna check into that parade and see what time they're doing that boat parade. If
Yeah,
the weather's clearing up, I may go out there and fly.
there you
I think
go.
I'm gonna do the Mavic 3 on it today.
Getting a little bit of rain now, very light. Yeah, I've only got two brothers, no sisters. Always wanted a sister.
Sisters
And it
are
was
pretty
real
cool.
tragic. What's real tragic with my youngest brother, he lived. Asshole.
You know, when I was like I think 10 years old, my sister was just turning 18. She wasn't 18 yet. Neighborhood we lived in, it was like the rite of passage. You had to fight with somebody. And I'm 10 years old, and one of the guys comes up and starts a fight with me. And I told him I don't want to fight, like this. And he started to fight with me. And when he swung and missed me, I punched him and hit him in his nose. When I hit him in his nose started bleeding. He started crying. And his sister grabbed me. And when his sister grabbed me, my sister come off the porch and cleared the neighborhood. She cleared she wiped it all up real quick. But she said, if you're gonna have him fight, let him fight one person. You grab him, you got to fight me. And that
Wow.
was it. I was a big shot in the neighborhood then.
Yeah.
But sis lives in Vegas. She's been out there for probably 30 years.
Now, have you
And
been, have you been out to see her?
oh yeah, I've been out there. And then Beth lives in Slidell, about 17 miles from me. She's the one that owned the restaurant. And she's basically been retired now for the last 4 or 5 years. Her son runs the restaurant. And the bad part about it, I'd love to go to that restaurant every day, but he won't let me pay for anything. And it's 50 miles one way. So I'm not going to go out there that often. And it's in New Orleans East, in one of the worst areas of New Orleans. But they're open right there by Michoud, where they build the space the rockets for space and everything.
Uh-huh.
And he's got all of the big companies out there. And he opens till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, closes. He opens in the morning at 10, closes at 2. He's out of there for about 3. And that's been his living for years. And the food is great. That's the big thing.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's been all over the news, everything. the restaurant's been featured in NCIS New Orleans. It's been
Name
on
of the
it's been on a
restaurant?
few shows.
Advertise it on Paul Murray's stream, man. You'll really put him over the top.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, Vucevich's on Michoud and Chef.
There you go.
And then he does that. Then he down in the parish about another 20 miles away, and in St. Bernard, he's got a big big hall that he does weddings at. He owns that, La Bella Vita. And so when he's not at the restaurant, he's at the hall. That kid, man, I'm saying kid, he's 7 years younger than me, and he works 20 hours a day. He's probably worked 20 hours a day for the last 40 years. But he's a good guy. Rusty's a good guy.
Well, it sounds like, you got a couple of good sisters anyway.
Oh yeah. Now Sissy's got a PhD in philosophy through the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and she used to be a philosophy professor out there. The problem with Sissy is that she thinks everything she says is right. And boy, you get into a debate with her, you don't want to. You don't want to. She starts, and it's got to be her, be right. I'll tell her, yeah, I got sick last week. How much cheese you eating? And the first thing out of her mouth, you eating too much cheese. That's what's the matter with you.
Is that?
Well, they teach you that in the Nishi class. The philosophy majors don't eat cheese.
Yeah.
The philosophical problem. The
But I
Italian
mean, she is
philosophers,
like,
they all ate cheese.
it's crazy.
What else would you do with a philosophy major besides teach? I guess you'd become a nutritionist.
She thinks she is.
Yeah.
When I'm at her house, she pulls out the vitamins and she has a batch for me to take. All of the pills she takes every morning, she makes me a batch. She goes, "Why are you here? You need to do this. It'll help you with the climate out here." And she
Nah,
makes,
she cares.
green
cares
drinks,
about
all
you.
kind of crap. Oh, she does. But when you try to take 40 pills, 40 pills, it's kind of hard to swallow 40 pills at a time. She hasn't been back in New Orleans now in 20 years. And she's talking about coming back, and everybody's cringing.
Really?
She's talking about coming back just to visit for a couple of months. So she'll stay with my brother for sure. Because her and my brother are a lot closer. They're really a lot closer. And because he goes out there about twice, 3 times a year and stays out there for about a week. He just leaves his wife, his family, goes out there for about a week, comes back.
Really?
Yeah, it's about 3 times a year he does, just to go see her. I don't have that luxury. I don't have the kind of job he has.
What's
I
he
could
do?
just up it. He's an engineer,
Ah,
big time engineer. He was with Shell. He was with Exxon. He was with McDermott. Years ago, they put a oil rig up in the Gulf called Bullwinkle. He was the main engineer on it. And it was one of the largest rigs ever in the Gulf of Mexico. And they were out on it the first day. He was the lead engineer. And they had everything ready to go. They were getting ready to put it in place. And they're all sitting on the barge as they're picking this thing up. And all the cables on the crane started popping. And when the cradle, everything started popping, they started losing it. And this multi-million-dollar crane that they were working with this multi-million-dollar oil rig, they lost it and went straight down to the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
He said the
sucks.
platform they were on, the platform they were on turned on a 45-degree angle. They don't know how they all didn't come off of it like that. He said it landed back in the water. All of them were laying down on it where they fell. Nobody got hurt. He said, and he looked up there and he thinks, there goes my career. Because he was the lead guy. Come to find out that the specs they gave the guy that did the crane, he used a lesser material and he screwed it up. It had nothing to do with my brother. My brother's stuff would have worked. And it was done with I think it was Exxon. And Exxon they checked everything, found out that the cables weren't what my brother told them to put on it. So they started popping because they couldn't handle the weight. So they wound up rebuilding it.
Wow. And
put
then
it
how
back
much
out.
money did that crane operation company save by dropping the specs on that cable that caused them into that? I mean, what the hell ridiculous?
I know. So they wound up getting another setup. It took about 2 years. They put another one up and they got it up. And it's the same specs my brother gave in the original and it went up.
That's not impressive. It doesn't take me 2 years to get it up. Don't need any cables either.
Let me go. That's my sister.
You know,
To you. Happy birthday, my little brother. Happy birthday to
wow. That sounded like Glinda.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. Happy birthday. That's nice.
That's nice. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right. Look at this. I actually had to turn my windshield wiper on.
Yeah, the weather doesn't look the weather doesn't look that nice out your back window.
Yeah, it finally picked up a little rain. It's not raining hard, but it's raining enough. I can get the wiper. Yeah, actually, I can show you. I guess. This is settings for my camera. Wait. Let's just stop video. Let's just setting. Oh, maybe I should watch what I'm doing.
No big deal. Well, you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to call it.
You call it what?
Call it a goodbye and thank everybody for being here. Bill, thanks for coming in. David, thank you. Laura, take care. We'll see everybody later. Laura, are you on again today?
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. your time.
2 p.m. Eastern time. Look for Laura. I know Uncle Bill will be there.
Well, I'll be at Dad's, but I'll stop in.
Okay. All right. We'll see